Hello and welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree and this video is a reading for the energy of Virgo. So I've been using the RWS deck here. This particular deck is published by DeBry. Then we have the Ehrenberg Tarot by Steve Ehrenberg, and this is a tarot deck as well, but I'm using it as an oracle. It's called Primordial Tarot by Sergio Toppi, and it has 78 cards and the 4 suits and the court, but the meanings are quite different from the traditional tarot. So it reads like an oracle. But I haven't quite learned the system as far as reading the tarot. Like I said, the meanings are different. So we'll use it as an oracle for now. All right, as I said at the beginning of the video, this is for the energy of Virgo. And what I mean by that is we have all of the zodiacal signs in our birth charts by way of the house system. So you may or may not have a planet in the sign of Virgo, but you absolutely have a house in the sign of Virgo. And what that means to me is that we can call on these energies and use them as we deem necessary. Say we need the meticulousness of the Virgo, the organization that Virgos possess, the panache, that knack for making things beautiful. We can with a little patience and perseverance, we can call on those energies. And I like to say that some people, it's easier for some to call on those energies than it is for others, but they are there. And with, like I said, practice and patience, we can use those energies. All right, so I'm going to draw 3 cards from this deck, and those are going to be the 3 main energies that we are going to read on. So let's see what's going on with you, Virgo. Ooh, Page of Swords, Earth of Air, Death in reverse, Major Arcana, and 3 of Cups in reverse, Water. Making sure that's in frame for you here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and draw all of my cards out before we start talking about each one of these individual cards. Now, Virgo, if this reading is not resonating with you, perhaps you're on a different timeline, or perhaps you've been there, done that, or not seen this situation just yet, you might need to do a little third eye action in trying to find a reading that works with you at this time. So I suggest that you try any of your other placements, or you can try looking for a reading by title. And I find that that is a much better way to find things, not just by zodiac sign alone, but also within the situation that you are working with. And sometimes you don't need to watch the whole reading, but sometimes there just might be a little nugget of inspiration that you might need, a little aha that you might need. All right, Virgo, let's get the rest of these cards pulled for you. 9 of Wands in reverse, Fire. 8 of Swords, Air. Queen of Wands in reverse, Water of Fire. Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana. 7 of Swords, Air, in reverse. 2 of Cups in reverse. The Empress, Major Arcana. 3 of Pentacles, Earth. And Ace of Wands, Fire. Wow, okay. So I flipped your view for you. I'm enjoying a nice silver needle white tea here. Delicious. One of the things I like about the Ehrenberg Tarot is that we have several of these cards that just look back at you. The Ehrenberg Tarot takes an aspect of the RWS scene and highlights it, focuses on that. And he basically takes the essence of the meaning of the card and just highlights it and fills the whole scene using just that essence, just that representation of that portion of Pamela Coleman Smith's art. Okay, so with our Page of Swords, pages are earth, okay, and this page is in the suit of swords. So he's in the pursuit of knowledge. He's in the pursuit of understanding. He is a novice, but he's very curious by nature, and he really wants to understand things and really just kind of get in there, knuckles deep. And so with it being in the suit of swords, he's searching, either in search of knowledge or in search of understanding, in search of communication. We've got Death and Three of Cups in reverse here. So I'm getting the feeling, excuse me, I'm getting the initial reading here that there is an emotional situation that you're kind of hanging on to, and you're really trying to understand it from a grassroots level, and really trying to, not really wanting to let this relationship go, let this connection go, but it's kind of seeming like there isn't a lot of reciprocity with the other party or parties. We do have the Two of Cups in reverse here and the Seven of Swords. And the Seven of Swords is a card of deceit. We've got a mask here. And with this being in reverse, I kind of get the feeling that it's really being hidden from you. And it's being hidden in a way that this is something that you're going to have to understand and really go through, because it's right next to the Wheel of Fortune. I kind of see that maybe you've put yourself in situations like this before, and so this situation has come up time and time again for you, Virgo. And I see that you really give your all here, and you really try your hardest to try to figure out the relationship, figure out, what went wrong, what you can do better. And you really try to nurture it and try to bring this relationship to life. But you just are not receiving what it is that you're giving. And it's not an equal relationship. It's not an equal give and take here. So what I'm seeing here is that there's just a little bit of maybe victimization. You're playing the victim in a way, but this is just a lesson that you're needing to learn, that you're needing to really go through and flow through. And I get the feeling that if you can just really understand that this has nothing to do with the people per se, more so it's the people that you're attracted to, it's the type of personality that you're attracted to. There's something about the lack of commitment or the lack of vulnerability that this type of person offers you that you feel comfortable in on an unconscious level, a subconscious level. But on the outside, you're always wondering, like, well, why is this person doing that? Or why don't they do that? Or this? And you're like, I do all that I can. But what you're actually doing is you're setting yourself up for disappointment from the very beginning, because of the type of person you are looking for or attracted to. Almost like Captain Save-A-Ho type energy, right? That you find people who are, just a little broken in a way, and you're thinking that you can fix them and love them. And not saying that is not an admirable quality, because that is great if you can actually take that on and do that. And because you have the desire to do that, you might even do very well. But the thing is there are certain things that you need to heal within yourself before trying to heal others. And I think that just attracting these energies is what's kind of keeping you stuck. It's keeping you stuck because you're attracting the type of energies that don't really want to change, or don't have it within them yet. They're not aware that they need to change. They're not ready. So what I'm seeing here is that perhaps it's time for you to try a different caliber of person, but also do a little bit of shadow work in yourself and really try to understand why it is that you are attracting this type, or why you are seeking out this certain caliber of person here. And I think once you figure that out and you really see what it is that you're doing and you notice what you're doing, you'll be able to sort of pull yourself back from the situation and make a decision from a bird's eye view, right? From above, and kind of looking at where all these parts are moving and where all these parts are going. And then you can decide if this person is worth your time. Because some people aren't ready to be saved. You know, maybe they've got to go through a couple of lifetimes of work. Because this Wheel of Fortune card here, you know, I feel like that is kind of a karmic, you know, coupled with death. I feel like that's kind of a karmic situation, or a lesson that you need to learn, a lesson that is continuously repeating for you because you haven't quite learned it yet. So, so let's pull from the Primordial Tarot. Let's see what kind of wisdom we can get from this deck. I like the art in this deck. This is actually a second edition. This was originally called Tarot of the... I can't exactly remember, but it has a different name. Tarot of Origins, right? And it's done by Los Scarabeo, so they do have the titles and all those different translations on that particular edition. And so this edition was done differently. It doesn't have a title on it, and the artwork is still the same. The back's changed as well, but it doesn't have all of that busyness on there. And I do like this version just a little bit better. I did a flip through of this deck and of the first edition as well, and it is posted in the description, so if you're interested. There were some times when I was flipping through this deck. I had two decks going at the same time, and quite a few of the cards matched up with one another. The same cards were flipped at the same time. So I thought that was pretty neat, and it happened more than once, more than twice, more than 3 times actually. All right, let's see, Virgo. So this is the One of Jewels, which I think is Soul of Jewels. Now these cards have a different suit name. They've got the Suit of Blood, Suit of Nature, Suit of Jewels, and Suit of Soul. So this is the Ace, Etching of Jewels. Humans have a strong impulse to create practical items. They also have an inherent love of symbols and decoration, which both help them understand the world, inner and outer, as well as add beauty to their lives. This woman has tattoos on her body that are decorative, and symbolic, representing her connection to the cycles of life. The ability to imagine is the beginning. The results of imagination seek to become, and the human brain figures out how to make that happen. With the idea in mind, the plan in place, the work of the hands, and the material begins. Whether on bodies, on stone, and millennia later, on paper, all human achievement and knowledge of making begins here. Divinatory meaning, the beginning of a project, having the necessary skills and resource, a creation filled with potential. That's kind of cool here, because we have the Empress, and I didn't really speak too much on the Empress. But this card is talking about making things beautiful and thinking of how you want things to be. So basically creating a plan. And that's what I see with this Page of Swords here, is because he is very inquisitive and curious by nature, and he really wants to know and understand. And so what I'm seeing here is that like I said, I didn't talk on the Empress card, but this has the potentiality, this situation here has the potentiality of doing greatness for you and for others, helping others. But like I said, in order to get to that situation, to that part, there needs to be a little work done on your part on attracting the correct individuals who want to be helped. And so I see that you'll be able to nurture that, and you'll oh, I'm having a bit of tinnitus at the moment. It's very intense. I kind of getting this little woozy feeling here, so bear with me. So yes, so get that bird's eye view of that type of person that you're looking for, and learn which type of person it is that needs to be helped. Okay? And before that, really understand why you're in search of the people, or you keep attracting the people who are going to disappoint you in the end. Because for the most part, you can really, as a healer, you are able to see someone who really wants to be helped. And you really shouldn't put energy into people and situations that don't want to be helped, that aren't going to put forth their effort, and put your effort into somebody who does want to be helped. And like this card says, it's all the beginning, just the understanding of that, just getting things down on paper and really understanding what it is that you want to go and where you want to head things is the best place to start. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for your time. And if you know of anybody who can benefit from this reading, please share. And I will see you next reading. Take care.